Who's gonna top of the king? Tell me, who's gonna top of the king?
Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth. You look at Sacramento. They're at home in this one. But even if they win, it's unlikely they'll advance to the next round.
I can't disagree. I mean, 1 and 2 so far. They don't have a really good chance to get to the knockout round. So this game, to me, is all about those regular season standings.
And then for Houston, thus far 1 and 2 in the NBA Cup. And tonight is the last group stage game.
Time probably is run out on their cup run. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, and obviously that ship has sailed for this group.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet in green. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here is Van Vliet following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's good. Fox has got 5 now.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Van Vliet against Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
The throw good, Van Vliet. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player. You got to admire the steadfastness of Van Vliet. I mean, he's an anchor for his team because they know they can trust him.
Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. Down low. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Rockets 4th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brooks. And the layup falls. Brooks has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Takes it from 10. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. They trail by 1. Thompson with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Barnes. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Fox against VanVleet. Thompson from long range. Here's Şengün. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Now here's Monk. Still without a basket. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Smith checked in for Houston. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. VanVleet looking around. Lays it up off the glass.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred VanVleet ready for it.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sasha Vezenkov's checked in for Murray. Kevin Huerter comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Malik Monk. Now, here's Mitchell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Huerter, that's a 2-pointer. Sacramento again missing. The Rockets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Back to Smith. The 3 bangs home the trifecta.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Mitchell passes to Hield. No good again that time. Rockets leading by 5. Pass to connect. Sabonis against Şengün. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Hield bounce pass. Sabonis finds Hield. And there it is for him.
Talk about being shot ready. Hield catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
Now here is Smith, guarded closer. Out to Payne. Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Payne from outside off the mark. The Kings trail by 5 to the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hield so good at finding ways to get it in the hoop, regardless of who's defending.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
The first one falls,
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Both good from the line that time.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Green with the ball for three. That one doesn't drop. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Rockets ahead, up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Whitmore is out there with Tari Eason.
Oh, what a finish! Good. Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Payne in the post, covered by Hield. Payne can't hit. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hits it from three-point range. Payne's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Land against Smith. Now here's Hield. Tight defense on him. The shot, no good. Throws it up high. And it's Whitmore missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento. Smith trying to break loose, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
The first free throw is good. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
Pass to Monk. Hield outside. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Fox.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Hands it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Monk kicks to Murray. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Jalen Green taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes comes in for Hield. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Dylan Brooks comes in for Whitmore.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Here comes the fun fans. Your Sacramento Kings Breakers. Make some noise.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Malik Monk.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. A 12-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Van Vliet outside. Clock at 6. Barnes grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 10. Monk outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Here's Şengün. Nice D from Sabonis.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Monk's shot's good.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there.
The 11-footer. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Over in the corner, Barnes. The baseline J off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Kings are holding each other accountable. De'Aaron Fox says we have to be able to get on guys. We need to be as consistent as possible. Domantas Sabonis says we're pushing each other. And if teammates see me and Fox going at each other and speaking up, it's going to make them lock in and fight stronger too. Kevin?
David Wright, they serve as a great example. Thank you. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team. If you want a free t-shirt, you gotta make some noise.
He's checked in for the Kings. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith checked in for Jalen Green. Here's Thompson. 11-point game his last outing. Smith kicks to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet passes to Brooks. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Brooks has got 9 points.
Good to see Brooks connecting from three-point land because it helps open up everything else for him and his team.
Monk outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smith the pass to Thompson. Overhealed, and Thompson gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Sabonis' shot is off. Houston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. There's the try. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Houston Rockets.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, so cool.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. A Desert Dino wrote us and said, what was your go-to post-game ritual when you were on the road?
I'm going to go with redacted, answer not found, try again later. Redacted, answer not found, try again later.
Kenny, what about you?
I'm with Shaq on this one. What happened on the road stays on the road, especially in our era.
And my answer, of course, hey, a good night's sleep. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Van Vliet. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Fox is at the point. Monk out on the wing. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Brooks. Banked in off the glass. Brooks has got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Free throw good, Fox. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
He hits both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Şengün. Now Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Brooks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. Fox passes to Barnes. Murray outside. Brooks against Barnes. Sabonis' screen on Brooks. Here's Barnes. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, you've got to put a body on Barnes. Always. I mean, he's superb at timing his jump for the putback throwdown.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Please welcome to the floor your 916 crew.
To go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Şengün, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 13. Broke loose. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, good effort that time by Monk. Ignites the break. Like to see more of that from the former first-round pick.
Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Monk. Here's Barnes. Sabonis sets the pick for Barnes. And the 3 off target.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The Kings trail by 6. A pass to Fox. Now Murray. To the inside. Here's Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Here's Monk. Count it, and the foul. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Monk is what we call a pure scorer. Even when he gets drilled by the defense, he stays with his shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
Fields checked in for Barnes.
The energy that Monk brings, I love it. I mean, when he's out on the floor, he's giving you everything he has.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for the dance game. If you see yourself up on that big screen, then you know what to do. Show us those dance moves. Come on.
Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. Alperen Şengün is number 1.
Well, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range. For a player at any position, forget about just among the big men.
Yeah, and that makes him one of the more challenging matchups that any defense is going to face. I mean, who do you put on it? A perimeter defender or a low post guy? It's really a conundrum.
Outside, Green. To end the drought. Another miss by Houston.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Frank, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but then he scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
That one drops. He ties it up. And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time. Nice job there by Thompson. He's got the length and lift off the floor to do it just like that.
Fox passes to Murray. Back to Fox. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Fox has got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Smith outside. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Monk grabs the board. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Fox. Sabonis' screen on Van Vliet. Fox. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Houston, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Van Vliet on the wing, guarded by Fox.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Monk kicks to Fox. Hits the three-point bomb. Fox has got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Here's Şengün. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. No good that time. Nice D from Sabonis. A pass to Fox. Monk sets the screen for Fox. Good on the shot. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Van Vliet outside. Halt the run. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Kings lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Houston, Tari Easton is out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Herter. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Green, no luck. Kings leading now by 5. Hield kicks to Fox. Len passes to Hield. Off target with his 3.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Out to Smith to tie it up. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Can't hit that one. Smith with the defensive effort. Now Whitmore. Eason finds Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. And he hits it to tie the game up. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Timeout, Kings. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Van Vliet's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Whitmore. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Fox kicks to Herter. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Herter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Green taking his time here. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. And another 3 for Houston.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Kings.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. But consider my doubts disappeared.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's good, 2 points. That's 7 points for Buddy Hield.
And that is a big-time performer.
I like how Hield embraces the responsibility of being the alpha dog on that one.
Green, no luck. Kings have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And here is Fox. Shoots over Van Vliet. And the Kings check on 2 more.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. Making some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Alex Len. Murray comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Barnes in for Kevin Huerter. And then for Houston, Şengün's checked in for Jabari Smith. Amen Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Whitmore. Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Şengün with a screen on Barnes. Another miss by Houston. Fox deciding where to go with it. Count it. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Şengün with a screen on Fox. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Left side, Sabonis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And like his dad back in the day, Domantas has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
Van Vliet against Fox. Here's Green. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And it's Fox with the jam.
And it's just competing and, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Van Vliet against Fox. Fox with the steal. From 13, Barnes can't get it to go.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Boy, were they resilient. Ending the group round at 2 wins, 2 losses.
And we'll see if it's enough to advance, though the NBA Cup shows no mercy.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Domantas. You guys made amends after the break, but I think you'd agree it was an ugly first half.
Yeah, I don't think we played our best basketball. We did just enough, but we knew we could bring it to another level. And second half, we came out and took care of business the first minutes of the quarter.
It was 2 different teams, man, but you got the win. Congratulations. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.